Welcome back to another live trading video. This video, quick video. All my videos are quick. That's why you keep coming back. So you might as well subscribe. Hey, since you're throwing stuff out there, you might as well hit the like button too. Before you get into this video, I just said it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I pray that you learned something after you liked and subscribed to the channel. Enjoy the video. Like always, I'm going to see you all at the end. Deuces. Modify. Okay, see. We are live. We are in this position. I'm about to fix everything that's going on so y'all can see the correct position on this. So I'm just going to allow my trade, allow the recording to record and y'all see the process. So I'm gonna update y'all later on or whenever the trade fully plays out. I'm going. What up, everybody? So amazing trade on AUD USD. We do see this trade still continuing towards the downside due to the recent break of the lows that price has shown us. We are looking for price to have the continuation, but we did squeeze out a beautiful 2.41% in return. All right, y'all, so what I might start doing is incorporating the post-market breakdowns just so y'all have more insight on what happened. The reason why we took this counter trend setup, so daily time frame, we can see how price was in this bullish trend due to us having the recent breakout of these highs. As price formed the retracement, instead of us looking for buys back towards the upside, we caught sales. Why? Because one out of two things. Yes, we're bullish on the daily time frame, but price is at an area of support / resistance, as you all can see. Once price taps into the zone, we form major rejection, major rejection, major rejection. So even though we are bullish on the daily time frame, we are still below the zone that is treated as major support and resistance. So after I saw that, and then on top of that, we had this beautiful bearish engulfing candlestick happen, right? You can see this bearish engulfing past that previous bullish candlestick, another sign that selling pressure has stepped into play. So after seeing this off of AUD, off of the daily time frame, this is when I dropped down towards the 4 hour. So after price showed me that bearish engulfing, showing me the rejection towards this area of interest, on the 4 hour time frame, you can see how this allowed the 4 hour to go from bullish to then bearish due to the breakout of these higher lows. Once I saw the breakout of this 4-hour structure, I dropped down towards a 1-hour structure to see if we were in sync. And you can see clear as day, this 4-hour breaker structure and this 1-hour breaker structure are clear as day in sync towards the downside. So after I saw this 4-hour perform the breaker structure, we allow price to form the retracement. After we see price on the 4-hour time frame establish that retracement, we then want to make sure we tap back into the 4-hour breaker structure. Once we can have the retracement and the tap back into the 4-hour breaker structure, that allows us to see the break and retest setup already being established on the higher time frame. So after seeing that, I dropped towards a 1-hour time frame to have a better idea of where is an area of interest I can catch this trade. On the 1-hour time frame, since we know the 4-hour and the 1-hour are in sync, where is the last structure break on this time frame where I can see price retrace back to? So on this 1-hour time frame, you can see clear as day we started in this bearish trend. Price then had the flip from bearish to bullish, and then price had another flip back bearish due to the break of these higher lows. So after price established this breaker structure on the 1-hour time frame, yes, we know the overall break is around here, pushing this from bullish to bearish, but the structure within the overall structure is around here. So now we know that this is the last structure break inside our overall bearish structure. This is when I grabbed my box tool, I drew out this zone, and I waited for price to tap back into. And if I drag this out towards the left, you can see how this zone was treated as support / resistance, right? So a well-respected zone. After we saw that, we then just wait for the shifter structure on the lower time frame, being the 5-minute. Since we are using the 1-hour area of interest, we use the 5-minute time frame to look for the shifter structure. If we was using a 4-hour time frame for our area of interest, we use the 15-minute for our breaker structure. So on this 5-minute time frame, you can see how price went from bullish to then bearish, getting back underneath this 1-hour zone. Once price got back underneath, I then wanted to make sure we were in the time session to trade. So you can see the first breaker structure get established around here, but looking at the time, this was probably, I want to say 2 o'clock in the afternoon during Asian session. I do not trade Asian session, so we walk away. So therefore, we continue to wait. And as we're waiting, you can see how on the 5-minute time frame, we had the continuation break of these lows. Price then had the switcher structure breaking past these highs, going from bearish to bullish. And now you can see we have the continuation break around here. Next thing I wanted to see is price just show me some type of breaker structure breaking past these recent higher lows to show me price is going from bullish to bearish, getting back in sync with our higher time frames, allowing me to see selling pressure step into play. So once price showed me this breaker structure, you can obviously see clear as day. Now it is around pre-London session, 9 o'clock at night, and I'm in session to trade. So once price presented me with this breaker structure, you can then see how price left me with a beautiful bearish variation pattern. You can see we had our first bearish engulfing, not breaking past this zone, but as soon as the second bearish candlestick opened and closed underneath the zone, you can see we were engulfing past this bullish candle, but most of all, we was performing the breaker structure back down towards the downside. We found our entry stops just above our 1-hour area of interest, as you can see, and our take profit. My take profit is always going to be my lows. Whatever time frame I'm using structure for, I'm using that same time frame to put a take profit. So right now we're using a 1-hour breaker structure. As you can see right here, I'm going to use my 1-hour lower low for my take profit zone. Minimum, I'm looking at a 1 to 2. If I enter my position and my first take profit zone does not give me a 1 to 2, I either walk away from the setup because I look to only get, well, not only, but I look to get a minimum of a 1 to 2 before I'm entering a trade. If I can't get that, I'm simply going to walk away. Or the second choice is you just adjust your take profit to where it's giving you a minimum of a 1 to 2 if the setup looks good. In this case, you can see my entry was here, my stop loss around there, and then this setup was giving me a minimum of a 1 to 2. So as price had this beautiful push towards the downside and we hit our TPs, I held for a little bit longer and I was able to squeeze out a beautiful 1 to 3 risk to reward in return. And like you all know, exiting out, once we had the breaker structure on the higher time frames, you can see we had the break, the retest of the structure, and then the continuation where you could have potentially squeezed out a little bit more profit. Hey, like always, if y'all enjoy it, make sure you like. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. Stay close to the family because the family's going to grow. If you're here, you're going to grow with us. If not, or we might have to leave you. So like always, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to keep saying it. Subscribe. You liked the video, you stayed this far, subscribe. You might as well. Come on. Hit that button. Come on. I pray that you all enjoy this video, and I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Peace.